Hello everyone, welcome to PSIR orientation. This is your faculty, Sayyid Shujatullah. Over 10 plus years of experience teaching for UPSC and state PSC. So today we will be having a very new way of approaching PSIR as our UPSC optional. So the basic premise of writing UPSC examination, let us also discuss about it. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes of time in which we'll discuss that what it takes to write the UPSC examination and how a student should be when we come to the UPSC and such competitive examinations. Always remember this point. The UPSC examination is not all about the meritorious students. It's not about the most skilled students. It's not about the students which are having high IQ. If that is the case, if it is all the ball game of the people who are too good in studies or too good in academies, if it is all about that, then out of 200 marks, the cutoff wouldn't be 70 or 75, something like that. It means the cutoffs are less than 50%. If you even consider 80, 83 also, it means the cutoffs are less than 50%. It means UPSC itself is not demanding you to be cent percentage. And the people who are too skillful also, too intellect also, is not able to get 100 out of 100 questions to be easily done. Everyone is around what? Less than 50%. And when you come to around mains examination, which is of 1750 marks, the cutoff is around 800. Again, in the mains examination also, the cutoff is less than 50%. It means in the mains examination also, UPSC is not asking the most meritorious, the most intellect or high IQ students. These are common things that you have to understand because it helps you to motivate that basically UPSC is being done by the students which are very, very good in education, etc., so and so forth, but it is not at all like that. UPSC is all about training a student from the very first day when he joins the coaching or when you join the preparation. So actually they are giving you beforehand only when you come into the academy for training. So this whole year, whatever you prepare and however you prepare is all about nurturing you to be more consistent, nurturing you to be more adaptive. Suppose it also happens that you have lot of functions to attend in that particular year, you have lot of other curricular activities, but still you have to study for your UPSC also. So it teaches you how to manage your time. Time management is also taught to you before you get into the service. Discipline is also taught to you before you get into the service. How to be consistent performer, because as a IPS, IAS, one day you are doing good, other day you are not doing good, that would not be the case, right? So it is always like you have to be very consistent throughout the year, then only you can crack the examination. It tests your patience because the same things you study again and again, the same books, the same room, the same classroom, the same mindset. You get up, you open the book, you sleep, you close the book, that's all about it. So it is like a nurturing the individual. Apart from that, being socially aware of the political systems, economic systems, and social systems. So that's why in all of these 50% marks are only everyone is getting, 50% are being nurtured. That is how a 100% individual is ready-made given to the country as a IAS or IPS. That's how it is. So always make sure that if you are even have scores of 60%, 70% in academies or 40% in academies, it's not at all about the best and best of like merit students. It's all about various other aspects that I have just discussed, it also accounts to crack the examination. And if you are thinking that if you are not able to be consistent, not able to be disciplined, not able to be carrying yourself with the same focus over a period of time, and if you are too intellect and thinking yourself to be too intellect and you can complete the syllabus just like that in 3 months, 4 months, that is not going to happen. Okay, so you cannot rely actually on your intellect, nor you can waste lot of your time. You have to develop both the skills. Then the pathway to crack the examination will become easier. Otherwise, not possible. Okay. Right. Today we are having the discussion and orientation, you can say, with regard to PSIR Optional. PS stands for Political Science, IR stands for International Relations. So when you talk about PSIR Optional, all the optionals are having 500 marks in the examination. And how to crack a very good commendable marks with regard to PSIR, we are going to discuss that in it's not going down, it's not working. Right. So we are having a 5-step strategy to crack the examination like PSIR Optional. Okay. The first step is, let us have a detailed discussion on syllabus. Okay. The second step that we are going to see is whether our syllabus and the examination questions, do they have relevance or not? Means whatever is there in the syllabus, just like how we were studying in our schooling, all of a sudden out of syllabus questions used to come. Okay, so we were nowhere how to answer that. That kind of events happen with all of us. But this is not our school academics where you are going to expect some things which are very unpredictable. Okay, so we will have a proof with regard to that syllabus and exam questions. Are we have the matching or not? Whether 50% syllabus questions are appearing, whether 80% syllabus questions are appearing, we'll have a proof on it. Then step 3, how do we approach? What is the approach to study and get 350 around marks in PSIR? We'll see our approach also. Step 4 is all about current affairs integration, what you have to do, okay, as a PSIR students, and how current affairs are important to you, how you have to make the notes, which topics you have to be focusing on. So that current affairs integration and approach to study, all that will be done in the 4th step. And the 5th step is, I am your chief educator and mentor, and how I will be helping you out to crack the PSIR. So these are the 5 steps approach towards our PSIR Optional. All of you take a note of it. Okay, even if you are a part of this course or not, but this is how you have to study, even if you want to study by yourself. Okay, the first step is syllabus. The second step is syllabus and exam questions, whether we have a relevance or not. Third is approach, how to study the PSIR optional. That I have, with my own experience, I have found out a very good methodology to study the approach. The fourth one is current affairs integration, the sources, etc. all we'll discuss here. The fifth step is how I am going to add value to your PSIR optional. Okay, right. Done. So step one is our syllabus. Why do we need to know our syllabus? This is the first thought any student may get. Why do we need to study the syllabus? Because to understand how extensive the syllabus is. The more extensive the syllabus will be, the more resources that you need to follow are not common sense. Yes. The more textbooks you have to follow. That is why we need to know that whether syllabus is extensive or not. Then how much in depth we have to go with regard to our syllabus to understand. Suppose when we are talking about parliament, okay, this is our syllabus. Parliament procedures, this is our extension. Parliamentary committees, this is our extension. Okay. In depth means what? In parliament, how the parliament is functioning. Whether the parliament functioning is in the way correct or not correct. Are we having some more reasoning attached to it? Shall we do more reasoning for it? The system should not be like this. The voting should not happen like this. This is called as in-depth. Okay. In that particular topic, if you go into more detailing of that particular topic, then it is called as in-depth. Okay. That's why it becomes very important for us to know the syllabus. It gives you extensive and in-depth aspects. Now if you see our syllabus, the syllabus of the PSIR or any other option is divided into two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 250 marks, paper 2 250 marks, it's complete 500 marks will be there. Now paper 1, if you see, it is political theory and Indian politics are there. In paper 1 you have two sections. Section 1 is political theories and section 2 is Indian politics. Okay. Then paper 2 has comparative political analysis and international politics. Okay. Fine. So I will just break up the syllabus for you. We will talk about the syllabus little bit. So whatever is there in this slide, step 1 that we are discussing about syllabus, one is political theory. This is one area. Another one is Indian politics. This is another area. In the third slide you will see comparative politics. Comparative politics. See the evolution how we are going to do. And the fourth area of our syllabus is what? International relations. So paper 1 has section 1, section A, section B. Paper 2 has section A and section B. So political theory we have learnt. Then on the basis of political theory, Indian politics and many of the politics of the countries have evolved. Then after studying the Indian politics and its system, we will compare with other countries. When we are comparing and integrating our countries with other countries, it leads to what? international relations. So the paper has also been chronologically sequenced in order to have a evolution of what from the scratch to present times. This is completely present times only. This is completely primitive, very older times. We'll talk about here the political theory in Greek time, political theories of political scientists who existed in 1600, who existed in 1800s. We'll talk about those people, very older things. But when it comes to international relations, it becomes what? Present day. So it's a complete evolution is happening in our syllabus. So according to my experience, overall experience, I will just tell you how to identify, how to understand this particular syllabuses. The political theory is all about approaches, political thinkers, and it's all about concepts, that's all. In section A, whatever all these are there, no, they are a part of this three pool only, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Now just imagine a point here. Adam Smith is called as father of economics. Okay, then he has wrote a book, inflation theory, etc., so and so forth, demand and supply he has given. Okay, it means he saw a phenomena, he has given a approach how to identify the phenomena and that phenomena how it works. After that, many of the people came and they started what? Talking about the same thing, that becomes one new political thinkers. Okay, then concepts which all of them has used. That is what is there in political theory. One common aspect with regard to the first section of PSIR paper 1 is to establish a ideal state. Are yaar, you are a very ideal person. You are an ideal girl for me. You are an ideal father for me. Why do we say that? Because whatever we are thinking which is the best, we can see in them. That's why we call them the ideal for us. Now if I talk about what could be the ideal state of nature, how India should be, one of you or some of you, many of you may say that you don't want corruption. One of you or some of you or many of you may say that, sir, women empowerment is important. Then voting is important. Then rural development is important. Opportunities are important. Sir, liberty is very important. Sir, freedom to do whatever we want to do. If it is not illegal, government should have very less restraints on us. Okay, I am roaming at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in Hyderabad, but police people stops me and ask me, where are you coming from? Why are you coming from? Okay, and does not allow you to go to a particular location. That is not called as liberty and that is not called as freedom. Remember this point, liberty and freedom are, at the end we consider them as same, but they are not same. Liberty is always understood with the individual perspective. I have liberty to do this. Freedom is someone should give you, means government should give you, then only you can do that liberal thing, whatever the liberty thing that you are asking for. Okay, freedom is sought. Okay, liberty is demanded. Freedom is sought, means government should give us freedom to criticize. Okay, we can criticize. Freedom of movement is there. Liberty of movement, did you hear anywhere? No. Freedom of movement is there, means government allows us. That's why it is sought. Liberty is nothing but it is individual perspective. Freedom is nothing but it is a social perspective. Okay. Society should be liberty. Do we say like that? No. We say society should have freedom. So it's a broader concept, freedom, which has many people and also the other stakeholders like government is also involved here. Okay. So basically if I tell you what is the good state or good ideal that in our country, ideal state, what should be ideal state of our India, means you list out 10 to 15 things that you want to see in our country or not. Yes, all of them has tried to achieve that ideal state, but different ways. Some says let us do with capitalism. Some said let us do with socialistic pattern. India says no, we will go in the mixed economy. So we'll take some good about capitalism, some good about socialism, but at the end India is seeking what? A ideal state or not? A perfect state or not? A state where everyone is welfare, faring well, means everyone is having the basic necessities, everyone is able to fulfill the wants, etc. so and so forth. So at the end we are taking all the good things and trying to get an ideal state that we are aspiring for. So all political thinkers, political approaches and the concepts are majorly driven to achieve the best possible country. Nothing more than that you will find. And here this part is more challenging. Karl Marx says socialism, Rousseau also says socialism, Lenin says extreme version of socialism like communism. The mentality of all of them will be seeking to achieve an ideal state only, but they have actually emphasized on some important words only, keywords. There the student will have a problem because what Loki said will be similar to what Lenin said, that will be similar to Karl Marx, that will be similar to Rousseau, like that it goes on continuing. So identifying that particular person and what actually he has told, writing that in the examination is a challenge. Okay, that is more challenging part. That's why you have to be very rigorously doing lot of practice with regard to these political thinkers, because you cannot, when you are learning this PSIR, this paper 1 political thinkers, no, everything looks very common. That's what I have said you, that ideal state. What are the various ways you can achieve the ideal state, no corruption, etc. I said no, everyone has some or the other way used that words, but differently they have used it. All 12 to 13 words, all political thinkers are revolving around it. And you are asked only what? That particular person in the examination, I'll tell you. They'll ask you what is a Rawls theory. They'll ask you what is a Popper theory. In that case, what will happen? Rawls theory, Popper theory, whatever they said, like that many other thinkers have also said. But writing for Popper, what only Popper has said, that is important. That is more challenging here. Okay. This is the first section of paper 1 that I have discussed, is all about political theory. Second section is exactly GS paper 2 polity. So I have not put the syllabus here. Whatever the polity is there, the same polity we have to study in the section B of paper 1. Section B of paper 1. Clear? Like you will study what? Preamble, you will study salient features of constitution, you will study fundamental rights, because you learned a lot of things from them, no? Now you start correlating that, okay, our constitutional frameworks have put this, that, etc. Decentralization, 72 Amendment Act, 73, 74th Amendment Act, PRIs, municipalities, voting rights, they discuss about universal adult franchise, whether it is given to us or not. So you try to correlate everything. Okay. Right. Then after that, political thinkers and approaches was over. You are studying Indian politics, and the second paper section 1 is comparative politics. Now you will compare our politics with other politics. That's all. Okay. Other politics with our politics. We'll try to compare. And the last one you will have here, from 6th topic onwards, 6th topic onwards in PSIR paper 2, section B, 6th topic onwards, international relations will start. International relations will start. So section Paper 1 section A is political thinkers and approaches. Paper 1 section B is Indian politics. Paper 2 section A is comparative politics. Paper 2 section B is international relations. That's all about it. Okay. Now our question was whether we have to study extensive and how much in depth. These are both limited to us in the examination. You should not go too extensive, you should not go in too depth. You will come across this particular thing, okay, when we are discussing the exam paper, previous exam paper, you will understand that what actually they are asking. Okay, right. I hope this is clear to you. Let us go ahead. Now step 2, relevance of syllabus when the syllabus and examination questions are relevant, then only you can rely on the resources. When you rely on the resources, then only you will get what? Results. Means what you are studying has no relation with the examination questions only. What you will rely? What results you will get? That is not possible. Now you just see how the questions are there. Explain the philosophical approach to study of political theory. Exact direct question. Is there an analysis? No analysis. Because they cannot ask also. If you give a proverb, if you give a quote, what you will analyze? You cannot analyze. Okay, God is one, analyze. What do you analyze? Okay, in society justice should be there. What you will analyze? Sabko to dena hai justice, okay, fine. What is wrong in that? What you will analyze? If you don't give justice, it is bad, that's all. Give justice, good. Don't give justice, bad, that's all. So you cannot analyze because these are what approaches. Like it should be like this. When you say it should be like this, what you will analyze? Because you are talking about the best and best quotes only there. Best and best words you are using. There won't be analysis here. That's why they cannot give analysis questions also. Directly philosophical approach. In recent classes only we have discussed about it. Philosophical approach. 10 marks. Easily you can write. Okay. So approaches are there in our syllabus. Relevance in the exam. Write a short note on a relation between equality, liberty. Just now I have spoken. All the concepts of political thinkers are about what? Liberty, equality, freedom, etc. So and so forth. Complete relevance. Explain the Macpherson's view on power. Power is there in our syllabus. In that power we are having 4 to 5 thinkers. In that one thinker was asked. That's all. See how direct question. His view on power. What you will analyze? You cannot analyze thing. The problem with the analysis, one point you understand that you cannot analyze. When you will analyze, when you get a conclusion. When there is no conclusion, analysis will become a futile exercise, a waste exercise. Why? Because if you say only democratic countries can be developed, means how Gulf countries have developed them being in autocratic? Right? They have developed. If you say that only capitalism will develop, then how socialism happened in Russia? If you say only socialism and capitalism will work, then how India became a mixed economy and developing? So when you do analyze, there should be a conclusion. When things are ever evolving, a country is having capitalism, socialism, mixed economy, democratic setup. In Saudi, you are having capitalism and autocracy. Okay, some are monarchical also, Cambodia and all, those are monarchical also. So there is nothing like a set pattern that this will only work for a country. This system will only work for a country. That system will only work for a country. That is not there. That is the reason they have left it to what? Only asking direct questions. Explain Macpherson's view of power. Okay. Mention the difference between Italian and German brands of fascism. Direct question. Okay. Explain briefly the elite theory of democracy. This we are facing. Elite means the people who are having money. The people who are privileged class. Privileged classes are those classes which are actually having benefits little bit more than the other section of society. Just like we do practice this in our temple system. Tirupati, VVIP, general. So they are privileged or not? They are privileged. Means they are not treated same. Why? Because maybe they are influential. Maybe they are public representatives. Maybe they are what capitalists like Adani, Ambani. Right or wrong? So basis on their status and privileges, they are not treated same. And in our Indian democracy, you will see this elite power only working. Every MLA, every corporator, every MP is always wealthy. Barring few names that we will use for exceptions, that someone farmer became a prime minister, something we will say, barring one or two instances, everyone is wealthy. People are coming into what? Politics. So we are in our countries all about what? Elite democracy. And another area of elite democracy, you can understand that when poor people are illiterate, though they don't even read the manifestos, like Congress manifesto, BJP manifesto, BRS manifesto, they don't even read it. They just go and just vote. It means those who are good and wealthy, they know which will benefit, which will not benefit. They will vote for that particular party only. So in that sense only, the large chunk of population which is illiterate is already out of democracy. They have no stay. So the democracy is being also governed by what? Elite votes. How they want to be, which power they want to be, that power is only coming. Okay. And to give the, if I tell you that what is a push for the elite theory is nothing but sovereign bonds, electoral bonds. Wealthy people can only donate. Wealthy people are donating those political parties that they want to come to power, and that parties are only come to power. So complete system itself is what in our country? Democracy means elitist. Elitist. So direct question, we have this in democracy is our syllabus and we are having the questions like that. So remember, lot of relevance is there. If you are done with your syllabus properly, you are easily able to write in your examination. There is no problem at all. All the questions. Okay. Popper is there, Marxist liberal approach, again, Rawls law, direct questions. What Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, state does the greatest harm to mankind by destroying individuality. As an individual, I have rights. State means government can destroy my rights, write about it. Again, same concepts we have to talk about. Okay. Why? Because in democracy, individual is a center and our constitution also starts with we the people. So when the individuality is destructed, obviously the social fabric will also be destroyed. In that sense, the country will also get what? Destroyed. So you take care of individual, society will take care of everything. Automatically there will be stability in the country too. Okay. Right. Now this part why I have put means, till now whatever we have spoken, it's all about the syllabus and static questions are directly appearing. Now I want to also tell you that lot of current affairs will also come in the examination. Many a times there was a debate with regard to appointment of election commission or not. Chief election commissioner appointment is there or not? Yes, lot of time the appointment of chief election commissioner was in news in 2025, early 2025 and late 2024. Direct question. With regard to that area only, appointment, not even other area, direct. Exactly current affair picked up. Okay. Then, population census to be conducted in 2027, next year. So it is asking a debate on delimitation. Delimitation came many a times because this census was announced in 2025 only by Home Minister Amit Shah that we are going to have in 2026, 2027, we are conducting. So the current affair again picked up. The same topic has been picked up. As because now 10 lakhs, one seat is there. Obviously, population have increased. Now it will be 10 lakh, one seat only. If that happens, the number of seats will increase in MP. Or they may say that let us not increase, again freeze it. And then at that time, what they have to do? 20 lakhs, one seat. Or 25 lakhs, one seat. They have to make some changes or not. Either this way, increase the seats, or respective seats, increase the population. Okay. So debate of delimitation is there. What do you say? The same question, if I ask you, what you will say? Some of you will say that, sir, already how many seats will be there? Again, more power will be there with the elite class. Okay, this is 545 is enough. More seats means more political parties will come, more coalition will come, more problem will come, delay in decision making. So some will say this one. This debate only we have to do here. Simple debate. Okay, another one is, many a time in this government you have always come across what? The comparison of present government with Nehru or Indira Gandhi ji, etc., so and so forth. So whatever was there in the news directly came. Okay. Illustrate with examples how political parties in India has played a very crucial role in developing and in giving a push to disadvantaged groups. Means how political parties have played their role in empowering the disadvantaged or weaker section of the groups. So with regard to SC, Mayawati formed its own political party. So political party played a role or not? Yes. Okay, she fought for the rights of Dalits. In the same way, we are having ST, we are having BC. So political parties in our country are also shaped around what? Downtrodden. Also shaped around what? Weaker caste. They did play a role, and they did it by providing them what? As simple as that. Because of the political parties only, what we have seen, 33% reservation we have seen, 7% to the STs, 15% to the SCs. All these were possible. How these were possible? Because the political parties which are formed on the basis of their ideology, okay, has given a push to that. So that has reshaped our complete development process. So elections were very common in 2024, late in 2025. 2024 we got our new elections only. So on the basis of elections only, they have asked a question. Okay. Right. First step was syllabus. We have seen political theories, Indian politics, comparative politics, international relations. Done. Second was syllabus and exam relevance. We have seen every question is direct whenever we talk about approaches and thinkers, and current affair oriented question have also come. Okay. All of them were in the news, all appeared in what? Examination. So syllabus is not extensive, syllabus is not in depth. Whatever is there, if you study, that is enough. With regard to syllabus, you study and go and write the static part. With regard to current affairs, you be perfect, write the current affair part in the examination. So you don't have to worry. Okay. Now our third step was, how is our approach? This is very good one. Okay. The approach is very good one. Why? Because you can just see here. In 2025, questions on USA got out of WHO, what will be the impact? Role of USA in Latin America. Okay. Again, Trump's return to the White House. Again, United States of America. Again, Trump's. So these are the 5 questions came in the 2025 mains examination in PSIR. So our first focus will be what? USA. Whenever you are studying each and everything with regard to USA, you have to study. Even the political leaders, what they are gonna do, that are also being asked. Last time they asked about Joe Biden. This time they asked about Trump. Means you should be knowing what the USA diplomacy also you should know. How they are having the foreign diplomacy, what steps they are being taken by the presidents of USA, and how is our relation of India and US relation. So all the nitty-gritties, all angles, you should not leave USA. 5 questions, 50 marks. Just imagine 50 marks you are going to get directly just focusing on USA. This is our first strategy. Okay. Now second strategy is, always there was a question on movements. Before they ask about Arab uprising. Later on they ask about lipstick movement. This year 2025 question was on lipstick movement. Now whatever the revolution, or you can say the movements which are happening around the world, can you tell me what is the movement? Movements. In every country we are seeing this movement, and I have covered in my shorts a lot with regard to these movements. Okay, we are seeing global youth uprisings. Gen Z movements you are seeing everywhere or not? Today is 8th November 2025. I just saw in news Pakistan, Gen Zs are started protesting. We saw in Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina fled. We saw in Nepal, PM Oli fled. We saw in Sri Lanka, Rajapaksa fled. Indonesia, Malaysia, there also, they did not flee, but they have controlled the movement, but Gen Z protest it was. Now it reached to where? Pakistan. Okay. So whenever these kind of movements are happening, make sure that movements you have to definitely study. These are the second important in our approach to study PSIR. Concentrate on US, concentrate on static, concentrate on US, concentrate on movements. Okay. Now with regard to international relations, what is our approach? The approach is very, very simple. In international relations, one important point I will like to tell you that whether it is a political bloc or not, this is what you have to be very clear about it. Whether it is a political bloc or not. SARC, BRICS, IPSA, BIMSTEC, whether it is a political bloc. Whenever any organization is having political nature, it means they will take a decision against one country or many country and will start putting sanctions on him, on that country. Then only it is called as what? Political bloc. Just like how the USA and NATO is doing on India. You don't trade with Russia, take all benefits. If you take anything from Russia, then bear our sanctions. They are doing the same thing with Iran. Don't make nuclear bombs. Okay, take all the benefits. Make nuclear bomb. Okay, sanctions on Iran also. The same thing they are doing with the North Korea also. Okay, that is called as political bloc. But when you talk about our political bloc, our blocks, international blocks, regional blocks, SARC, BRICS, IPSA, BIMSTEC, these are not political blocks. All the blocks where India is a part of that particular bloc, they are all economic and social blocks. Basically promote trades, basically give scholarship for that students. So cultural exchange, going there, coming here, they are learning, they are staying in India, learning about our culture, when we'll get up, when we'll sleep, okay, what we will do in the daytime, what do we eat, what cuisines we eat, that is only called as cultural exchange. So they come and learn here, we will go and learn how they are being there, that's all. So major blocks, whatever we are having is all about economy or cultural or social blocks only, that's all, nothing more than that. So that is the reason India is not able to be very much successful with regard to putting pressure on Pakistan. Even if we don't trade also, everyone is trading with them. Brazil trades, BRICS, Brazil trades, Russia trades, China trades, South Africa trades. SARC, all South Asian nations will trade. ASEAN will also trade. Only India don't trade. It means we are not able to put pressure with our own members on Pakistan. That's why it's not a political bloc. It's not a political bloc. Clear? So international relations, first of all, your center is India. Try to complete the regional relations, neighboring relations. Country-wise relations, you have to complete first. India, Afghanistan, India, Iran, India, Pakistan, India, China, India, Nepal, India, Bhutan, India, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, India, Maldives. Complete the regional ones, neighbors. This is the first. Then go for what? The bigger ones, superpower. India, US, India, UK, India, Germany, India, Russia, India, Japan, India, France. Okay, these are all what? Superpower and developed nations. You have to complete these bilateral relations. These are also bilateral, these are also bilateral. Then India, Saudi, Gulf, India, Qatar, India, we are having Dubai, etc. You have to cover what? Gulf. So these are bilateral relations you have to complete, not as a group. After you are done with this 15 to 20 A4 size paper, 2 A4 size paper for every country you should have. Directly you can write in the examination. Like this. First of all, complete neighbors, then complete the superpower and India, then complete the Gulf bloc, nothing else is there. Okay, after doing this, after doing this, you have to, the second important dimension, a very big dimension, the second important dimension that we have here is India and United Nations. Very, very important. India and United Nations, WTO what India is doing, WHO what India is doing, United Nations Convention on Framework Climate Change what India is doing, okay, in UNCTAD what India is doing, India and UNSC, etc. So India and UN you have to complete. Okay. After completing, many are there, I have given only few, India, IMF is also there, many are there, but we have to complete. Then you have to go for what? India and its regional blocks. You have to complete BRICS, you have to complete SCO, you have to complete IPSA, you have to complete BIMSTEC, you have to complete SAARC, etc. so and so forth. This is the third important dimension. First, bilateral relations, neighbors, superpowers, Gulf, bilateral, 1-to-1. Then India and UN. Then India and regional blocks. Okay. Then after that, India and multilateral blocks. Multilateral block, like India is in Quad. Okay. India also goes to what? ASEAN. India also go to what? G7 summit. India also goes to what? G27, G20. These are, here India will not play a prominent role, but be a part of it. Okay. India will not be playing a prominent role, but always be a part of it. Here India will play a prominent role. So you have to complete like this. Clear? Then another important area is that India's foreign policy. Basic concepts you will be anyhow learning. Then you have to learn about ACT East Asia policy means what, nuclear doctrine policy means what, Central Asian countries policy means what, West Asia policy means what, same only, the Central Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, that policy. Okay, all of that you have to, the new way of defining the policies and having collaborations with multiple countries at one place, we will consider it as ACT East Asia policy. West policy is also there. You can directly write this as a West policy, India's West policy, which includes what? Europe countries. Central Asian countries, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, you can call it as, okay, West Asian policy. This is West Asian policy. This you have to complete. Okay. Apart from that, okay, after doing everything, whatever you are doing, after you have learnt everything, the strategy, these two people you have to concentrate forever. Okay. Wherever they are going, whatever they are doing, everything you have to take a note of it. Okay. Static, rigorously, by heart, you have to write, you have to be very clear, you have to recall, challenging. But current affair is very easy to practice. Very easy to practice. Okay, one is follow Modi ji, political head of the country, political science starts with him and ends with him, at least for us. Okay, and for international relations, Jai Shankar, wherever he is going, just concentrate on him, whatever he is writing. Follow them on PMO office, follow the YouTube channel of PM Modi ji. These are all a part of strategy only. Follow also Jai Shankar Twitter, because he gives very good bullet pointers he will give whenever he goes to any kind of summits. He gives very good information. That information will be one page in your answer. So that is very easy to write. Okay. Remember this point here. So one area, Modi mania, you have to start, write all about Modi ji wherever he is going. Another one is wherever Jai Shankar is going, write about it. Your job is almost done. It has lot of correlations with bilateral relations also. So that part you can cover like this also. It will be more easy. Okay. Another important strategy that I want to tell you that, okay, all of you should definitely join some, okay, foreign policy discussion forums will be there. Foreign policy discussion forum, Indian politics discussion forum. These two will be there on the internet. Just type, because you have to get registered with them. Okay, then you can go for discussions. Then you can go for what? Discussions. Okay, you also get registered yourself with Quora. Quora. Whenever anybody asks, Government of India has taken this decision, what do you say? You can also give your views. You can also learn from others. Okay, with that what will happen? Because it's all about political science and international relations, we are now in the age of social media and all, we are very much accustomed to these things. It will be a cakewalk for you. Writing, practice, thinking, learning from what? Your peers, learning from seniors, learning from experts, because all of these platforms also have experts. Clear? Right. Then New York Times you have to follow with regard to international relations. Indian Express you have to follow for policy discussions. Okay, Hindu newspaper you have to follow for law related or legislation related, okay, delimitation, etc. Very core areas for this. Not so core areas, but current affairs, contemporary for this, international relations for the New York Times. That is enough for your examination. Clear? Now, the last one. Okay, what I am going to give you, obviously I will teach you. Okay, that is for sure. Topic wise, I will be giving you handout. Doubt clarification sessions, WhatsApp number is there. On spot, you will get your doubt clarification through audio WhatsApp or video WhatsApp, or through by writing, through message, to image, I will send you when you join the course. So doubt clarification anytime. Okay. And the strategy, whatever I have told you, is like you learn and go to the exam strategy, and make sure that, okay, whenever we are having the classes, I'll make sure that you are always focused in my lectures. Because we also have we'll do some group discussions also. With the help of which, suppose I write here delimitations. So this group, that group, that group, you can tell some important here. I will write here some challenges. With that, what happened? A brainstorming session can also happen with us, with which you can enlarge your. Then smart material I will give you. I will give you these flashcards, like flash images I will give you, with the help of which it becomes a very quick revision for your examination. Okay, and I am always available whenever you are needing my assistance. I will handhold you. My job is here. My main motto is here is, the mains examination cutoff is 800 marks. Okay, I want you to get 350 in optional only. Rest 1250 marks you are having. In 1250 marks, if you are even scoring 450, we are done. So, optional driven mains cutoff strategy, this is absolutely. In optional, you should score so big that in general studies, even some here and there marks happen, no, you should able to get it. That is my main focus here for all the students. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. If you have any doubts, do ask me. Okay. You can also ask me after the class. You can message, mail, whatever you want, who is there on the scrolling in the description. You can do that. So thank you so much. See you in the class. Take care. Done.